From the tranquil UK countryside to the dawning of a new day in the historic Swedish capital. Tracing their heritage back to the 16th century and the reign of King Gustav Vasa, the royal stables in Stockholm remain a significant part of the country's cultural legacy, their primary role in the modern era being to provide everyday and ceremonial transport for the sovereign and his family.
Horses are really important for the royal court, since when the royal family is riding in the carriages, it's a good opportunity for people to come out and say hello to them, and also a very good opportunity for the royal family to say hello to people and to wave. I've been working here for ages. I was the first woman to be employed as a coachman here in the royal stables in Sweden. When I started, there were only men as coachmen here, and now we're almost only women. Once upon a time, the royal horses moved to this. We had 110 horses, but the car came and took over some of the stables that were turned into garage. Today we have one department for motor vehicles and one for horse-driven vehicles. And so now we have normally between 15 and 18 horses, but a lot of horsepower.
Perfect horse for me, they need to be brown, around 17 hands, and geldings. But then we need to have the little caramel horse than most people maybe want. I usually say I'd rather have a horse that says, oh, I can wait for the next bus, instead to have the horse who wants to, oh, I have to make it to bus, I have to make it to bus. Because outside in the traffic and all the people watching, and they have to have the right mindset to function here with all the difficulties for the horses. The king wants to have and use the Swedish warm bloods and help the Swedish breeders. Every time we get a new horse coming here, who's going to be the king's horse, we use one of these signs that are coming from the old stables. So this has been used for hundreds of years. We love to reuse them with the new horses.
The relationship we have with each horse is extremely important as well, because the horses trust us and we have to be able to trust the horses as well. Every person who works here, every coachman has his or her 2 or 3 horses that we educate and work with and take care of throughout the day and the week. So we get to know each other very well. This is Luxor. He's one of our younger horses. He's only 7 years old, and he has been so extremely good. He has been here for 2 years and he has already done a lot of difficult works, such as the National Day, for instance, which he has done really, really good and been impressive.
When they moved here, most of the things that we work today was new. So everything is built from 1840 up to 1900. The newest carriage that we use in the parades is actually from 1900. So, and all the uniforms is also from that period of time. Here we have everything from small carriages that we use to follow the ambassador's carriage to this caleche. We have three types of caleche. They are built between 1850 to 1900, everyone here. So they have been here all the time. Last year we were very busy because of the Jubilee year for the king. He celebrates 50 years on the throne. This year will be a more normal year, if you could call it that.
I love my job. I get to do such a big variety of different things, working with the horses, with the old items, historical items, and also work with police and military in planning everything that has to do with the bigger ceremonies that we do. For instance, 2 incoming state visits every year. We do the National Day, the 6th of June every year. We do opening of the Parliament in the beginning of the autumn. And we also follow the royal family to their summer residence and do a parade for the Crown Princess' birthday, which is the 14th of July every year. Today we are going to have a credential ceremony. Every year Sweden receives between 40 and 50 new ambassadors. And today 4 of those new ambassadors that recently arrived are going to be introduced to the king, and they are handing over their letter of credential. So that's why we call it the Credential Ceremonies. We are using a parade carriage for the ambassador. With that carriage we use harness, also parade harness, with golden metal on it to fit with the carriage. We take very good care of the harness. Every time before we use them, we polish the metal. The metal ornaments on the harness are from brass, and then it's plated with either gold or silver to go with the different carriages that we have. The timing is really important when we do the credential ceremony, because we go back and forward between the Ministry for Foreign Affairs, where we collect the ambassador, and the royal castle. When the first ambassador is having his meeting with the king, we go back to Ministry for Foreign Affairs to collect the second ambassador. And then it's really important that we arrive with the second one just in time when the first one has left. We put the horses together in pairs. The most important thing is the horses' mentality, because some horses are really eager to work and some are a little bit more waiting to see what the other one is going to do. So teaming them up, then it's important to get horses that are similar in their mentality, because then they can work together well.
This is a good opportunity for us because we are driving from the ministry up to the castle, and we do it 4 times. And that's really good with the new young horses because they have the time to do it 4 times. So we always take them out, and we have something called outrider. It's the 2 horses going in front of the 4 in hand or the pair. And so there it's okay for them to, you know, do a little jump or something if they're new. And then we probably the 3rd and the 4th time they will do it really good and relaxed. My favorite thing about this job is that it's different every day. Every day you have new challenges. It's fun, you know, working with horses. I mean, they're not exactly the same, even if you ride the same horse. They are different every day, and I like that. That makes it really great and fun and interesting. You can do it forever.
It is really fun to drive, and really it's a special experience to drive those old carriages and wearing those uniforms, because sometimes you look at your own reflection in a window and you think this can't be true. It's like an anachronism, seeing all the modern it is and then seeing your own picture in the mirror. These horses are extremely precious to us and very important. We spend our work days together every second almost of the day, making sure they are taken care of in a world-class way. The old horses are important because they are the stability in a team, and together with an old horse we can introduce a new and younger horse to a new job or a new situation. And the young horses, of course, they are the future for us. So it's important for us to make the horses have a really nice life here so they can stay long with us.